Alright, I know this isn't a normal video because I'm using a face cam, but I kind of want to use a face cam for this occasion, reacting to a SunnyV2 video about Tash Peterson. So yeah, let's watch this.
Your dog is animal abuse, has been on the news for calling horses slaves, and believes it's okay fighting butchers, service workers, and even children at their birthday party.
Already, the whole thing with her protesting is kind of dumb. Me being a farm kid myself, I'm not vegan at all. And just to let you guys know, I don't like... Vegans don't bother me unless they really just attack people and criticize them for eating meat. That's when I get kind of annoyed because we don't torture our animals. I was just looking at our barn right there, and I'm like, they're in a big area of a barn. We feed them 2 times a day. 1 time a day, I guess, because they don't eat all of it half the time. But yeah, like it's just dumb. So yeah, let's just.
The government has banned her from living in her hometown, and her first viral video will start to show you why.
I wonder why.
The event scene behind her is the Million Paws Walk, where families meet to walk their dogs together and help raise funds for animals in need. Well, Vegan Booty called the event
the most violent thing that you could ever participate in,
protesting that every animal should be treated the way that dogs are.
Why would you love one but pay for the suffering and abuse of other animals? Pigs are in fact more intelligent than dogs.
Hypocritically, however, Vegan Booty owned a dog herself, which she tied to a leash and used it to pull her while she skated. It's pretty funny how you are protesting, yet you have a dog pulling you. Pretty hypocritical.
Yeah, that is true of her reacting, like of her getting all mad. But you'll see later that Sunny, he says that I'm just gonna let you guys watch for yourselves. And
the hypocrisy didn't stop there, because Vegan Booty then showed up at a charity football match, disrupting 35,000 spectators because she thought her cause was way more important.
And if you look, on her pants it has vegan. What the frick? What is wrong with this? Like, what the heck?
Turn of events, she was fined $1,800 for the stunt.
$1,800?
Yet this wasn't too expensive
Normally
for
you'd be
the
getting fined
exposure
way
it
more.
provided.
Would you do it all again?
Yes, 100%.
However, at around the same time, Isaac Butterfield was going viral for his anti-vegan videos, featuring Tash in the worst vegans on TikTok.
Why is your name Vegan Booty when you're running around with that? Change your name to Vegan Pancake Ass and let us all get on with our lives.
This gave Tash a chance to respond, although she was met with a brutal dislike ratio as Isaac's audience offered their very first downvote. He'd therefore slam Vegan Booty again.
Meat's amazing, it's delicious, and guess what, bitch? I'm gonna have a big dirty steak for dinner. I hope you enjoy your broccoli.
Well, that was just good to everything. But yeah, like, honestly, I had chicken sandwich for lunch today, and man, that was delicious. Put some barbecue sauce on there, and you have a nice glass of milk with it. Not almond, of course. Almond milk, I don't like almond milk.
Funny little child.
Yet with comments such as who else came from Isaac's channel, this was only helping Vegan Booty grow. She'd use her newly found fame to launch a vegan clothing company, spoofing the Anti-Social Social Club to instead read Anti-Animal Cruelty Club. Well, Isaac then launched his own anti-vegan social club, leading Vegan Booty to call in heavy reinforcements. She discussed is Isaac Butterfield's anti-vegan club responsible for this vegan phobia, with no one other than that vegan teacher.
No.
He literally has shirts made that say anti-vegan club.
The pair became so close that they'd call each other family.
Hi, sweetie, how are you?
Hello, hey mom, how you going?
However, it was obvious Vegan Booty was...
She said, hey mom. Oh my god. What is wrong with this?
Crazier of the two. She began infiltrating supermarkets
somebody's-
wearing an animal
somebody's
onesie
using
before
a tractor.
standing in the milk section, dissuading shoppers from their purchase. For obvious reasons,
Can I just
staff
get my
weren't
milk?
too happy about this, and even after being ejected, she still yelled outside the store.
Her babies are taken away from her straight after birth, and her son.
I'm telling you. You let them grow to be 10 weeks old. Then they're out of, like, we take them, we put them in a calf hut so then they don't get trampled over by the big 2-year-old cows. We want them to actually get big enough so they can get moved to a pen with everybody else. It's like they're not tortured, and I know that, so.
As a result, Tash was permanently banned from Australia's 2 main supermarkets, yet this didn't stop her protests, as vegan booty would only get worse.
Them protests aren't going to do anything. They're not going to switch people from being a meat eater to vegan or vegetarian. Like, even vegans don't like vegetarians half the time because they still drink milk, eat eggs and whatnot, but alright.
McDonald's in a much more detailed costume, being kicked out not by staff but instead this time police. Hilariously, this guy began his own
wonder if
protest,
they're-
countering
I wonder if their cameraman is vegan too. Oh, me.
with a legendary sign. In Vegan Booty's next stunt, she walked into KFC and poured orange paint everywhere while blasting dying animal noises for over 15 minutes.
They're put under. We put them to sleep so they don't have to suffer. That is one thing I'm going to tell you. We put them under, and then they just do that. And plus, half the time, they don't feel the pain. So,
Not gonna lie, but you're incredibly selfish to the people that work at that place. All they're trying to do is do their job. I feel so sorry for the workers, while even other vegans called Vegan Booty out.
She is giving veganism a bad day.
People wrote about Tasha's public stunts. Instead of promoting vegans, you kind of just embarrassed them, and nothing showed this better than her children's party meltdown. These 2 horses were clearly very well looked after and were waiting outside a family festival.
you'd be lucky if you got that for $2,000. Normally, horses are like $5,000. We don't have horses. I have a friend who has horses, but otherwise, horses are not cheap. If you want something cheap, then buy a freaking cat or something. You know, like, cats are $1,000 per kitten.
So kids could take a picture. Well, of course,
That
Vegan
makes
Booty
sense.
somehow thought it was abuse.
I just want to know who the slave owner is because this is disgusting. This is animal abuse.
It's not animal abuse. They're freaking sitting there. They're perfectly fine. They're nice and clean. And, like, I'm surprised they haven't been pooping on the sidewalk. And they're not slaves, first of all. It's not the 1800s. We don't hook them up to stagecoaches anymore. Like, come on. Come on.
How disgusting your ass
She tried and failed to make any decent points,
If you were in their position, would you be happy?
Yeah.
although Vegan Booty wasn't finished there. She'd then go into the festival to find
poop
the
anywhere.
horses again, disrupting all photos by making a public announcement.
These innocent beings are no different
Or is a
from
public
others.
announcement that you're an idiot? Yeah, I can see that too.
Cats.
They look like they're under so much stress.
This awesome dad then quickly stopped their antics
How far is my kids, man?
This is a group hug.
I'm not talking about them. No, we'll just keep walking that way then. Keep walking that way.
and thankfully police were there to intervene. After posting her video to TikTok, Tash
It's funny how she tries to make a she makes a big deal about all this, and then she tries to get the freaking cops involved. Like, she gets the cops get involved, and she tries to make a point to the cops. The cops aren't gonna bite you, okay? Just Still dumb. Like, if you're making other vegans embarrassed, then stop doing it, okay? Like,
Again made national news, in which they'd interview the horse's owner.
Meg Freeman owns the pony business.
yeah, they're
She
perfectly
says
fine.
She's being
Like,
bombarded
we have
with
them
abuse
little,
by vegan
like, there's coats for them
protesters.
and
Meg
stuff.
Freeman
They
wants her charged.
stay nice and warm and they're not bugged by flies. They're perfectly
Well,
fine.
only 1 week later, Vegan Booty announced, "I'll be going to court on the 13th of May as I received a summons for a restraining order from the owner of Ponies for All Occasions."
The 13th, that's an unlucky number. Just like it's unlucky for us to be going through this to...
Those who dislike me are triggered
Hey, I have
because
a
I've
dog.
made them
He's right
realize
there.
that they're animal
He's a
abusers.
cute boy.
What I'm going through right now isn't a loss. It only means we're winning.
I'm always a non-violent protester and I never harass anyone.
I don't even think
Quote unquote, you never harass anybody. Yes, you do. You've been doing it, like, what, your entire life?
vegan teacher is this crazy. This girl is making vegan teacher seem like an angel.
Oh my god. I'm trying to make it through this video without having to skip ads.
At least the vegan teacher didn't have her own number plates, as this made Vegan Booty foolishly recognizable.
Meat and cheese smeared across her family's car. Vegan activist Tash Peterson.
That's her family's car too.
Crosses the line.
What did that say?
Tash Peterson says meat and cheese smeared across her family's car.
Her family's car.
Tash Peterson says
The heck? Is her family vegan or no?
Recognized her car, then threw meat bones on her driveway, yet trolls weren't the only people who showed up at her house.
I've woken up once again to the police knocking at my door, so I've been issued with another barring notice.
Controversial vegan activist
if you don't
is
want to
banned
keep
from
on
every
paying,
pub in her
I don't know,
state
18
after
grand
becoming
for
notorious
streaking
for
on a
wild
soccer field
stunts
with
where
a
she
flag
screams
that
at
nobody
innocent
can read
families.
because
Anything
it's
that
not
sells
windy in there.
alcohol, I'm not allowed into. A penalty of $10,000 applies if I break this barring notice.
The ban had come after another disgusting protest.
Fishing man is 30,000 shots every hour! Animal abusers!
God.
Animal abusers!
Temper tantrum. God.
Yet Vegan Booty was still convinced that she'd done nothing wrong.
I don't really have a right to freedom of speech here in Australia. It's honestly pretty
I'd rather not eat than go vegan. Just letting you guys know. If I were to go vegan, the only thing I would eat would be sweet corn.
corrupt, if you ask me.
Her freedom of speech is just going to a restaurant and screaming like a lunatic about murder. There is a difference between speech and screaming. Your freedom of speech, our freedom to eat meat. Goodbye. She'd therefore leave Perth and spend a month protesting in Melbourne, but when she tried to fly back home, the government said she couldn't return.
The Australian police have banned me from entering into my own city. If I choose to fly home, I could face a 1-year imprisonment.
Her application
Too bad.
was rejected
It's your
based
fault.
on her statements made in public, and after
No, I'm not trying to
eventually
be,
having the rejection
like,
overturned,
but
you
still,
will not
it's
believe
kinda
how
your
awful
fault
she
that you-
became. She'd
that
go back
happened.
to harassing the innocent pony business before trying to ruin the life of a hard-working chef. John Mountain owns Fire Restaurant in northern Perth, where on one unassuming night, a diner made a complaint about the lack of vegan options on the menu and was charged $32 for vegetables. Well, rather than bending the knee, John instead stated it is not a vegan restaurant, and if customers want vegan options, they should go elsewhere, announcing on their Facebook page, sadly all vegans are now banned from Fire for mental health reasons. We thank you for your understanding.
All vegans are banned. End of. No more. Never again. God help them.
Everybody loved the chef's bold move, well, except for one person known as Vegan Booty.
Hey, can you stop? It's like trying to remove a 3-year-old from a store
She
without
showed
getting
up at
candy.
the restaurant not
God.
just once but twice, blasting
Give her a
dying
chocolate
animal
bar. She might
noises
be fine
even
if she gets a
after
chocolate
being
bar.
ejected. Having disrupted his business multiple times, the chef understandably lost it, yet still took responsibility for the damage Tash had done.
And I'm sorry to say, Layla, I lost my cool, and I lost my cool because now it's really disrupting my business. And I could see the look on my customers' faces, my staff, they were all a little scared and a bit nervous. and I stormed out.
Sadly for Vegan Booty, however, her activism exploded the restaurant's popularity.
So far as my business is concerned, I've trebled my income. I'm now, in her words, having to murder more animals because of their actions.
Unfortunately, there was a bit of a trade-off.
I lost my partner because of this. I thought I was going to marry this woman, and she just couldn't handle the amount of attention. She's a very private person.
Yet this wasn't the only marriage that Tasha's TikToks ruined. Her next target was, get this, the Bicton Veterinary Clinic, a business literally designed to help unwell animals, and Vegan Booty lost it over budgies out the front.
You're the type of vets that eat your own patients, are you?
Yeah, I do eat meat, but I don't eat dogs and I don't eat cats.
Why would we eat dogs and cats? Like, come on. The closest you can get to eating a dog is coyote. Coyote is the closest to a dog, and coyote is freaking disgusting, okay? It is like the toughest meat. Like, it's tougher than vegan meat.
Appreciate you pushing your agenda.
Yeah.
I swear, if she eats vegan meat, it's like, what's the point of just going vegan? If it's gonna taste like meat, then don't eat it. Like, if she eats that that Beyond Burger from, what's it called? Burger King or something? I don't know which restaurant it's from.
I don't appreciate you enslaving animals.
I have a dog in a cage out the back at the moment receiving treatment. Am I enslaving it?
Although it seems for the first
I felt
time
like she
ever,
would've said yes,
Vegan
but
Booty is actually
enslaving it.
facing consequences. Defamation action against Miss Tash Peterson, 17,700 raised. The vet was announcing, we are launching a civil action in the Supreme Court of Western Australia, which has conveniently been running over the last 2 months. The trial has...
Man, I'm glad I don't live in Australia right now because everything with that is going on. Like, if you lived in, like, Perth or Melbourne, I feel bad for you because you have to deal with that. If, like, you live, like, close to where she was protesting, you just hear her screaming. You could hear her screaming from all the way back here in the United States, okay? So...
that Vegan Booty hasn't only falsified her taxable income, but she's also been able to ruin another marriage. This might explain why Fi is also suing Tash.
This is going to teach her a lesson. If she's fined that amount of money, she's going to think twice.
And while she's always stated...
And his, fiance, like, dying from this, like, I would full on blame her, like...
My own success by the amount of haters and criticism that I have.
It seems penalty after penalty is finally taking its toll. Her public nuisance stunts are becoming far less frequent, as most of her content now...
Was she crying? Was she on her knees, like, crying there about the, about your little piggy friends being in your fridge? God, I want some ham right now. Who else wants ham? Like, go comment on one of my other videos if you want ham from this video. Because you're not gonna, like, the comments are gonna be disabled because I have my face cam on, but.
On street interviews.
Do you have a moral justification for animal abuse?
Yummy. Vegan Booty will likely never change, but maybe she's reached a decent middle ground that's respectful not just to animals, but people's lives as well.
Alright guys, well, I paused at the exact time the video ends. Well, yeah, that is it with this video. I will be reacting to the vegan teacher video, so yeah, that's it for that video. Let's go. All right, let's
meet Fargo, the new virtual assistant from Wells Fargo.
Fargo makes baking faster.
And this is going to be
The back and
unedited,
forth
so.
between Gordon Ramsay and the vegan teacher was one of the funniest beefs in internet history, and it all began on the 20th of January 2021. Firstly, we need to set the
I'm
stage
so
for the
late to
two
these
contenders
videos,
with this
I'm telling
conflict.
ya.
In the red corner, there was Gordon Ramsay, who not only holds the title of the world's most famous chef, but also ranks in third place amongst the world's richest chefs with a net worth of $220 million. His restaurants boast a total of 16 Michelin stars and are so iconic that in 2006, the Queen of England awarded Gordon Ramsay the highest excellence order of the British Empire for the positive impact he had made on the country's hospitality industry. His blunt, confrontational branding is incredibly distinguished and recognizable, yet Gordon also has the ability to keep the content lighthearted and comedic whenever necessary, which works excellently on his TikTok page with over 33 million followers. The TikTok page rarely promotes anything serious, with his videos usually doing nothing more than laughing at the cooking done by other TikTokers.
What are you doing, flouring a filet mignon on your donuts? Oh no, you're not covering a filet mignon with fruity pebbles. No, come on, dude. I'm gonna kick your butt. Take it out. Take it out? Yeah, throw it in the trash.
How would you not get your hands burned? Like,
it's white in the middle, it's overcooked.
That's not medium rare.
Perfect medium rare.
Or it's white in the inside. That's not medium.
As a whole, Gordon Ramsay is up there amongst the most respected celebrities of all time, whilst our other contender in the blue corner, that vegan teacher, is down there amongst the least respected celebrities of all time. She started her social media journey back in early 2020, and as mentioned in the previous video discussing Mr. Beast, her goal is to mischaracterize the most beloved influencers by framing them in any way possible as terrible anti-vegans who are trying to destroy the world by
does she have a banana on her phone? Does she sit there with a banana in her hand like 1920s, not 1990s, 80s style, like with dialing, you have to press a number like 3 times just to get to frickin' X. Like, hey Dream, can you just can you just stop eating meat, please? Can you just stop killing animals in Minecraft? Yeah, thank you. Bye.
Bought a whole store full of food and donated it to the poor, right? What did that include? Innocent chickens who were murdered. The whole thing is wrong.
Not murdered.
Nothing that he did in that equation was good.
Her achievements include being banned from TikTok numerous times, having an average channel dislike ratio of well over 50%, as well as owning the largest vegan documentary DVD collection in the Northern Hemisphere. Almost all of her growth has come from commentary channels talking about how terrible her takes are on topics relating to food.
Vegan teacher, I think you have this problem of just not really realizing that nobody is going to ever really care about your message that you're trying to deliver.
And from the get-go, it's obvious that the vegan teacher had absolutely no authority in comparison to Gordon Ramsay. However, with Gordon being one of the most distinguished chefs in the entire world and the vegan teacher always looking for someone to call out, she began the conflict on TikTok with a video explaining to Gordon Ramsay that animals weren't food from her perspective.
So Gordon, one of the problems that I noticed that you have is you don't seem to understand the difference between food and animals. Food is something that you get out of the ground or you take it from a tree.
And from
it's
animals
very healthy
too.
for us to eat. Animals are alive. Chickens and cows,
They are alive.
sheep. These things
And then
are
when
not
they're old enough, we eat
food.
them.
Now, to give the vegan teacher credit where credit is due, her argument here wasn't all that terrible. She presented it in a persuasive, logical, non-forceful way, using points that could be understood by anybody. The idea that if there's food on the trees and in the ground, then maybe it's best not to eat animals is a pretty appealing idea when you take it as a basic surface level argument. However, from this point onwards, it will become apparent that this was pretty much the only appealing logical argument she'd make, as her disdain for Gordon Ramsay seemed to grow and her attacks became increasingly dumber and dumber. This can be observed in the next video she uploaded on him, being a 27-minute-long video, which began by describing Gordon Ramsay as the following.
In her thumbnail, was she like blowing her nose because she was crying about the... What is wrong with society these years? You know, I'm just wait. Never mind.
Talk about the devil.
I wanna
Devil's
finish
name
this.
is Gordon Ramsay. A devil is defined as
No,
a creature.
no, he's not. No, he's not. He's not a devil. The devil is the guy in hell, okay?
does nothing but harm in the world.
The vegan teacher's justification for Gordon Ramsay being the devil was that he was paying to make himself look good on camera.
When you have a lot of money, you can pay people to film you in whatever light that you want and make your life seem like one giant trip to Disneyland.
Yet apparently Gordon wasn't only the devil, but was also a psychopath, as he was not able to empathize with the meat he was cooking.
He's a kind of psychopath who really cannot see into the eyes of an animal and see them as sentient beings. Maybe he truly is disconnected.
The stupidity of the video was instantly reflected in the comments with the top.
She might be disconnected because they're not hurt at all half the time, because we just put them to sleep. We just, like, you know how you get, like, your tetanus shots and, like, your anesthesia shots if you're going through surgery. Why did I say tetanus shot? But, like, you know, like, normal shots, like, of anesthesia that you get when you're going into surgery for, like, your tonsils or something. That's what they do, basically.
Being Stan Gordon Ramsay, the king, the legend, the god. Gordon, don't listen to her. I love Gordon Ramsay's savage remarks and his food, as well as Gordon Ramsay is the best person ever since Jesus Christ himself.
Yeah.
However, despite the backlash and support for Gordon, under the assumption that he would never respond, the vegan teacher doubled down on the criticism by uploading another video stating that Gordon Ramsay was a terrible father because he did the tick.
Doesn't she have kids? She has a dog that eats vegan food. I feel bad for that dog. Like, my dog, he's just a good old boy. I'll put a post up of him, on, like a picture of him. He just sits there and lays there. He likes his rice and lamb formula food. He loves it. Like, why would you make a dog suffer through having to eat God knows what, like, more processed food that's freaking disgusting? I've ate dog food before, it's not
Why
good.
is Gordon Ramsay such a terrible father? Why does he teach his children speciesism, which is the purest form
Is
of
speciesism a word? What is speciesism? Is that even, like, how do I need to open up another. Here, let's go back.
The back and forth between Gordon Ramsay
Frick.
and the vegan teacher.
We got to right.
teach his.
Okay, I need to open it up. It's a word. Speciesism in applied ethics is the philosophy of animal rights, the practice of treating members of one species as morally important as members of other species. Also believe, oh my god.
Speciesism, which is the purest form of racism.
Which was accompanied by a Gordon Ramsay diss track titled "Why Are You a Vegan Phobic Animal Bully?" However,
Guess I have to click now instead of pressing. What is the thing with them in speciesism? Like, that, even Tash said that in, like, one of them videos or something. Is what SunnyV2 was saying in a different video.
this diss track felt.
And she would get bare naked too, and like she would paint like Holstein cow stuff. First of all, Holstein cows are dairy cows. They're not meat cows. Second of all, the only meat cows that you actually eat. First of all, you have your Angus cows. You have your Limousin. Like, you have all them other types of cows. You could have just painted yourself as like a black Angus. Oh my god.
British chef's attention, it would be with one song on TikTok shortly thereafter that the vegan teacher would finally be noticed by Gordon Ramsay.
Eating animals is wrong, Gordon Ramsay. Hurting animals is wrong, Gordon Ramsay. Share this song, and if you call me a donut, that's fine.
Vegan donut.
His reactions are so funny. Like, I always watch him. what's it called? Kitchen Nightmares in Hotel Hell. That's funny. Spits out the last vegan donut. Oh,
The video
and
caption
burger.
that beef
Nice.
burgers were consumed while making this TikTok showed Gordon Ramsay eating lettuce as if he was trying to appease the vegan teacher before spitting it out, calling her a vegan donut, and taking a bite out of a juicy beef burger. As the comments began to roll in, it was obvious that people loved Gordon's hilarious response. My respect for Gordon Ramsay. Nice to meet you, you vegan donut. We've been waiting for this, whilst countless news articles were written about the event in favour of Gordon. The video response would go on to gain over 60 million views, which was more than the vegan teacher's total YouTube viewership combined. However, this was still only the beginning of the conflict. One thing that you have to respect the vegan teacher for is that her tolerance to criticism
Is she gonna be like making like Trump hats basically? She'll be like having them Trump hats instead of Make America Great Again. It'll be like Make Veganism Great Again or something. This is dumb. Why do I react to this
Most
stuff?
creators pretend that they don't care about criticism, but the vegan teacher seems to be one of the very
And what's up
few
with
who
them
legitimately-
birds? Like, who's eating them little cartoon birds? Maybe your cat. Ah, possums. The ugliest animal.
care less about what people have to say about her. Despite being roasted by the entire world for a song about Gordon Ramsay, she'd brush it off as if it were nothing and upload another song as a response, in which she claimed that Gordon Ramsay's TikTok was laughing at the trillions that had died and that he was bullying the most innocent of animals just for fame.
They also reproduce, and we don't make our animals rape each other. They just kind of do it on their own, like how we do it. They're like, oh, you wanna like do this and stuff? Heck yeah. Bet you that's what the cows most likely do that. Whenever we're not in the barn, like our chickens are talking, like, oh, where would I poop in the barn today? Like,
to this, the vegan teacher would criticize Gordon's level of maturity.
His response was to eat an animal in front of me. Does that sound like the response of somebody who's in their 50s?
Yep.
A mature person?
Before going on to compare his TikTok response as similar to World War II.
Think back to World War II and what happened.
it's not a Holocaust. Get over it. It's not a Holocaust. They're two different things. It's animals. The other one was people.
There. This man thinks it's okay for that to continue to sentient beings.
Which was concluded by the vegan teacher uploading another video in which he'd have a mental breakdown over the response.
I could have said it was okay to keep doing it! The shopping cart.
Is she gonna cry?
All of it. Oh, it's just terrible.
The vegan teacher snapping back at Gordon Ramsay gave enough substance.
Oh my gosh, eating animals around. It's so terrible. I don't like it.
For the commentary community to make their own videos on the drama, with uploads from Pancho, Jaden, and Bray, all gaining pretty substantial view counts. The amount of exposure the beef was providing to Gordon Ramsay was observed in a forum post reading, I think it's clever marketing. He made the obvious choice, siding against her. Short, easy to make a video employing a famous catchphrase of his, guaranteed to blow up and receive massive support. Now all of us, including me, are talking about the guy mostly in a positive light. He's built on his reputation of being rude, funny, honest, and relevant without generating too much personal controversy. He handled the matter incredibly well. While Gordon Ramsay was without a doubt the clear favourite.
I wonder if her dog's poop is like green. That came out of the most random sentence I could have ever said.
Conflict, it's not like the vegan teacher wasn't getting any benefit from it. In the month that Gordon responded via TikTok, the vegan teacher's YouTube viewership would increase from less than 200,000 views per month to well over 2.5 million views per month. And with the vegan teacher observing how much traffic this first response provided, she began to fish for another by uploading more videos critical of Gordon Ramsay. She'd claim that Gordon Ramsay should be in jail while sporting some fresh new Gordon Ramsay is an animal abuser merch, which was followed by
just
another
like you're a
video
plant abuser. I'm gonna start making shirts now. They're gonna be stop abusing our plants, okay? Right, he's stop abusing the plants. Like, go away with your stupid tofu and crap. Your tofu, like. Oh, No, she was about Miss Katie, that vegan teacher, born September 24th. I was born September 24th, guys. That's not good. Except I wasn't born in 1964. I was born in 2012. No, I have to share a birthday with her. With a vegan. No.
Teacher would try and make Gordon Ramsay responses.
You help me. You help me through all this stuff.
Apparently you're paying money to Gordon Ramsay to promote your product? How crazy is that? Don't be doing that. He doesn't care about your milk. He's not even vegan. Why would you want him to promote this wonderful
Didn't he lose his sponsorship to her doing this? He lost his sponsorship to Silk almond milk. We have this thing at our school. It's called FFA Day, and obviously I'm going to be an FFA because I live on a farm. And they bring tractors, they bring animals, and they had this dairy farm test. We had to taste these different milks and cheeses, and one of them was almond. All of my friends who also live on farms, we all noticed that it was almond milk. We guessed all the others. We guessed the 1%, the 2%, the skim milk. The skim milk is basically just a milky water. It's just water mixed with, white, the color white. But will you stop? God.
I drink myself every day.
Now, I'm sure Gordon Ramsay could have yet again annihilated the vegan teacher by mocking her outlook on life in another TikTok, yet his next response was actually a little more elegant and wholesome. As a result of his first response to the vegan teacher, countless farmers created their own TikToks, thanking Gordon Ramsay for sticking up with the meat.
I would do that too, because if the whole world, except for us farmers, went vegan, we would be screwed. Freaking screwed. We would be screwed like a freaking screw. Okay? You would be taking a drill and drilling us into a freaking concrete, a freaking wall. Okay? If the whole world went vegan, that would be us. And then we'd have to switch over to freaking soybeans and corn, which we already do that. But still, if the whole world did that, except for us farmers, what would happen,
Stating that people similar to the vegan teacher had interrupted their daily life and even sent them death threats as a result of being farmers. Gordon would take a bunch of these clips before compiling and uploading them as a compilation video.
See, they're not tortured. They're just sitting there, and they always just. They have these big open pens. That's one of them enclosed ones. Some of those enclosed ones have pastures where they can roam and do anything they want.
Caption.
We have one that has a bunch of trees. Our pasture has a bunch of trees so that they get shade, and then it has grass too.
Always standing behind farmers, grateful for the work they do and passion they have on a daily basis. Every chef needs a farmer. This video would once again go viral, amassing 30 million views, with almost every single comment stating something positive, yet this only seemed to give the vegan teacher another opportunity to respond. She'd upload a new video titled Gordon Ramsay Stop Encouraging People to Steal, in which she addressed the second response.
In this video, that 19.5 million
Here, I'll grab a hat. I'll show you. I'll show you a hat. Proof that I live on a farm. That's how dirty it is. It's dirty. It is a dirty hat, okay? It's full of sweat and dust.
These are some farmers who are saying thank you to Gordon Ramsay. The gentleman at the beginning, he is saying thank you to Gordon Ramsay because he's saying, we really appreciate that you are giving us the green light to keep herding these innocent cows.
Shut up. Okay? Just stop. He's not giving us the green light. He's just telling us that, like, he supports us, you know? Oh my god, dog. I'm recording a video, and you don't need to be hitting your head on random crap. Now there's gonna be vegans. There's gonna be vegans. They're gonna be like, oh, you're torturing your dog.
Or stating that she had started to address each of the farmers individually.
I took 2 of these farmers and I made videos dedicated towards them. I didn't have time yet to do all of them.
At this point, Gordon Ramsay likely realized that giving the vegan teacher any extra attention was a lost cause, as there would be no more responses from his end. Yet, the damage had already been done. It was stated by the vegan teacher in a YouTube video that her only goal was to get the world's attention.
On TikTok, I do whatever I can to get the world's attention. You gotta do a song and a dance.
Look at all her videos. Like, there's like literally only one on this entire thing that has 1.6 million. That's the only one that has hit 1 million. The rest, oh, there's a private. Oh my god. Like, the rest of these, 124.2, 114.3, 126.6, 107.1. That is the least amount I've seen. 135.9, 216.9. I can't read that one.
Be crazy and do whatever it takes to get people's attention. And then when the attention is there, then you maybe have the chance to get them a little tiny bit interested in what you're saying of that's of substance.
And this is exactly what she managed to do. The vegan teacher achieved a certain level of notoriety and became widely talked about, largely due to a video mentioning Ramsay. Gordon got 90 million views out of it, the vegan teacher got an online career out of it, so maybe it was simply a win-win for both individuals.
Well, guys, that is it for this video. This will be unedited. I don't want to edit a second video today. And yeah, we will see you guys in the next one.